So I posted a video of Richmond and Stardust alleging that they may have gone back together, may or may not. We are not sure until Richmond comes out to tell us what exists between them. But this is a screenshot of, money that was transferred from Richmond to Stardust just last month. It says June 12th, even though she covered the amount, Richmond did transfer money to her. And this is what led people to believe that, he's sending money to her to support the baby. No, I don't believe he's sending money to her to support the baby. I also do not believe the baby is rich man's. But then rich man himself needs to come out to tell people why he sent Stardust money. Because for women, once you show them love, care, attention, they automatically think you got it going. And maybe this is where um this if there's nothing going on between them now, this is where she may have picked up on the wrong lines. So if Richmond knows he isn't having anything to do with Stardust, he really should stop sending money to Stardust. We women, we interpret these things differently. A man sends you money, it means he automatically wants you. A man sends you money, it means you're doing something, or he wants you back, or he's trying to rekindle the flame. Now, maybe Richmond trying to burn the wire up, but the way it will look to anybody out here see it, they will say, "Oh, why he sending her money for? He's supporting her. Oh, he giving her money because he eating her." Mhm. He now will have to can clarify, no, I giving her money because I eating her in 2025. Oh. Like that eating what I eat her, that eating what I eat her in 2023, and I pay for it or free eating. Now why I giving her the money now? All that explanation CBs now will come because what? You send her money. So this is the picture. Let me zoom in for you to see it. This is the picture of Richmond sending. Stardust was the one who posted this, right? She posted it sometime last week. Yeah, she posted it and Richmond sending her money. So she's saying if they ain't in relationship, why is Richmond sending her money? The online in-laws too were asking that. If they're not in relationship, why is Richmond sending her money? Hmm? Why is Richmond sending her money? Let's get it right.
Hey, it's been a while. I know you guys missed me. Of course, you missed me. Only haters would say they didn't miss me. I miss you guys too. I took some time off, family time. I had my aunt from Germany visiting, so I needed to, concentrate on the things that we were doing together, sharing family time and everything. But I'm back. I'm back like I never left, and I'm coming back with this topic: rich man versus Stardust. Guys, a lot has been going on social media, especially concerning rich man and Stardust. So we heard that Stardust just had a baby. Yes, Stardust has a baby, and the public wants to know if that baby is for rich man. When I looked at it, right, I was like, okay, Stardust and Richman, that sex tape, quote unquote, was released in August, August 15th. Um, I mean, when that sex tape was released, Stardust claimed to be pregnant. And by October, she claimed that she had gotten rid of the pregnancy because the baby did not have a heartbeat. There was no fetal heartbeat. So as far as we know, the baby didn't make it. God not agree for the baby to make it. That was in 2023. So everything Stardust chapter, I expected it to have been closed since 2023. 2024 has 12 months, and we have spent 6 months in 2025. I'm surprised that after the end of 2023, 18 months later, there is a baby. A newborn baby. Is it a newborn baby? Or is it a baby that was born ever since? Again, let's look at the timeline critically. If Stardust claimed to be pregnant, 3 months pregnant in August and 5 months pregnant in October, if she were to give birth to that child, she would have given birth to that child in November, December, January, February of 2024, because she was already 5 months pregnant and, just needed 4 more months to put the baby to bed. But she did not give birth in February. What's going on? Now, if that baby is a newly born baby and RICHMAN is the father of the baby, that means RICHMAN went back and started messing with Stardust. This is where I let a deep breath out. If the newborn baby that Stardust has is RICHMAN's, it means that baby was not the baby that was made during the sex tape era. That baby was made a couple of months ago. Hence, the birth of the baby in very recent time. Don't you guys find it strange that RICHMAN will go back to Stardust? I mean, not because she's a bad person, but because of the publicity that, being with Stardust has cost him. Like, wait, let's take it step by step. Assuming Stardust did not have that baby, assuming Stardust did not have an evacuation because she said she had a forced DNC to have the baby evacuated because the baby had no heartbeat when she was 5 months pregnant. Let's assume she lied to the public in order to protect RICHMAN. She lied for him and said that the baby was going to be evacuated, but she actually had that baby. That means she gave birth to that baby in February or March. February or early March, because some babies be like 9 months, 2 weeks, or some babies be like 10 months, okay? Now, if she gave birth to the baby in March of 2024, February or March of 2024, that means the baby should be 1 year old now. Why is she coming out now to raise alarm here and there? And if it's not that same pregnancy from 2023 that would have been due by February or March of 2024, it comes back to RICHMAN must have been messing with Stardust once again. He must have gone back to her, messed with her, gotten her pregnant, and here she is with the baby. Now, this is what is confusing me, right? This is where I am confused. Knowing how much Stardust was, would I say, I don't want to use the word obsessed, but not obsessed in a negative manner. Knowing how much Stardust was giving to the idea of RICHMAN and her being together, that's the least person I expected RICHMAN to go back to. How did this happen? When? With Sissy being online and threatening to report to the commander, I'm surprised that RICHMAN will go back to Stardust. Not because she's not beautiful. Stardust is a very beautiful girl. She's worth it. She's worthy of RICHMAN. But because Stardust is not one to keep a secret. And the kind of relationships that RICHMAN wants to keep right now are secret relationships, just because he's in the army and he cannot be messing around with people until the divorce is final. But to go back to Stardust, who got to do live video to explain how your mother was sweeting her nuge? I'm at a loss of words for that action by RICHMAN. Richman, what's up with you, Baba? What's in the happen? What's up with you? What's going on? Like, I am shocked. My question remains, did Richman, tell Stardust to lie about the pregnancy in 2023 just so he doesn't get in trouble with the army? Or did he actually go back to Stardust and start messing with Stardust? Let's take a look at some of the posts that Stardust has been making on her page. And the first one reads, "Now I gave her something else to call your commander about, since you're so worried about public opinions." Stardust wrote this. She said, "Now I gave her something to call your commander about, since you're so worried about public opinions." So we all know that Sisi has been threatening to call Richman's commander, and she has actually been calling Richman's commander. And Stardust definitely sees these things that Sisi says. And Richman has obviously been worried about these frequent calls to his commander. So Richman must have had this conversation with Stardust, saying, "Oh, I don't want blah, blah, blah." I don't know what the situation was, but judging from Stardust's posts, we can put two and two together. So Richman must have expressed fear concerning something, and "Oh, we can't do this, or you can't say this because she will call my commander." And then here is Stardust saying, "Oh, now I'm going to give her something to call your commander about, since you're so worried about public opinion." So this suggests that Richman is worried about what the public will say, but Stardust doesn't give a damn. She doesn't care about what the public will think. This is not the only post she made. Stardust has been making a lot of posts in the last few days, but I only pick the ones that are blatantly glaring, the ones that clearly hit the nail on the head without us having to try to figure it out and develop a headache from figuring it out. She made another post saying, "Talk about making things seem differently in public. Aren't you the one who remained silent while people assumed and talked so poorly of me, saying I blackmail you, saying I came behind you? Oh, shut the F up with bullshit you talking, because in the end, you're talking about me change from what again? Ninjas be goofy as fuck, a narcissistic if you really believe I needed to change, and not your lying ass. I posted it because you're full of poop and everything smelly just like that stink, rotten, big, lying moth of your mate, Sisi. You did me dirty. Why would you trust me?" Now, listen to the very last part of this sentence. This is where the juice is. She writes, "Be happy. I haven't documented every encounter since the day you returned. Since the day you returned. Since the day you returned. Since the day Richman returned. Since the day Richman returned." So there was a return. Richman actually returned. And she's here telling Richman, "You better thank God I ain't record you. I ain't save your messages there. I ain't send your voice recording there and keep it in a file." She said, "Be thankful I didn't document everything since the day you returned. Be happy I haven't documented every encounter since the day you returned." So there was a return, and upon the return, there have been several encounters. Fortunately for Richman and unfortunately for Stardust, none of those encounters were recorded. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe that Richman will go back. Nana my pa brother, nana my brother. But seeing the pain that RICHMAN went through at the time that sex tape came out, I would expect that when RICHMAN even see anybody who their Insta will star, he will run away. But to go back to Stardust, and for Stardust to even be expecting RICHMAN to defend her, that means whatever connection they had in the second round was definitely better than the connection they had the first time. Because the first time when the sex tape was leaked, Stardust didn't care about RICHMAN defending her character, defending her reputation, or she didn't care that RICHMAN wasn't coming out to speak for her ruined reputation the first time. But after the return, Stardust seems to be disappointed, and that's one of the things I captured from the live video that she had made yesterday. She seemed to be expressing anger at the fact that everybody's calling her, or was calling her, oh, you go behind a man, you keep after the man, you force yourself on a man. She seemed to be not too happy that, you know, RICHMAN is not standing up for her. But this is my question. Why would she expect RICHMAN to stand up for her? I mean, in my own mind, it will only mean, you know, they got something deeper going on now than they had in the past. If you look at this post that she made, she said, talking about things, making things seem different in public. It definitely was RICHMAN. This conversation, this post is about RICHMAN. When she said, talking about making things seem different in public, aren't you the one who remained silent when people assumed and talked so poorly of me? So she's angry about the fact that RICHMAN remained silent. She wasn't angry the first time, but she's angry now. And then now, RICHMAN is telling her from her post that she has changed. Meaning, she has changed because there was a time she was quiet. She stayed away from, you know, the talking. Maybe that's what made RICHMAN comfortable to return. We're going to title this movie, The Return of RICHMAN. Maybe that change in her of not doing this so many live videos and granting interviews and coming on live to explain the relationship between she and RICHMAN is what made RICHMAN go back to her in the first place. And now that she's coming out to talk again, RICHMAN is saying, you have changed. But guys, can you think of any possible reason why RICHMAN may have returned to Stardust? Like I said, I'm not saying Stardust is not worthy of RICHMAN. She's a beautiful girl in her own rank. She's human. Of course, she's worthy of RICHMAN. And she deserves RICHMAN in whatever way. I'm not trying to put her down. You know, I'm not trying to say that. All of the women that I see RICHMAN has been with, all of them deserve each other. So I'm not putting anybody down. But I'm just saying, do you know the specific circumstance that may have led RICHMAN to going back to messing with Stardust? Why did RICHMAN return to Stardust? What was RICHMAN aiming to achieve by returning to Stardust? Was RICHMAN not afraid of his job, his employers in the military, knowing that Sissy is one person who has been threatening Toe, and she has actually been carrying out her threat, which in this case it will no longer be a threat, but she has been promising to call the commander, and she has been fulfilling her promise and calling the commander. What will make RICHMAN, knowing that Sissy is trying so hard to have something on him so that he will be dismissed dishonorably from the military, what will make RICHMAN, with that knowledge, with that consciousness, go back to Stardust? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why did RICHMAN go back to Stardust? Do you guys have any idea? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Why did RICHMAN return?